Do you belong in a vineyard? G'day everyone, Brian here. On Friday morning I spoke about Mark chapter 12 and this story that Jesus used to describe the nation of Israel at that time as a vineyard, and the people really understood that. I suppose the question might be, why would they understand that? Why would Jesus use that image, and why would the people know that that image he was using was about them? Well, here's the image. A man planted a vineyard, put a wall around it, dug a pit for the winepress, and built a watchtower. Then he rented the vineyard. If we come back to Psalm 80, we find that the image of a vineyard to describe Israel exists here. So Psalm 80, and we read this: You brought a vine out of Egypt. You drove out the nations and planted it. You cleared the ground for it, and it took root and filled the land. The mountains were covered with its shade, the mighty cedars with its boughs and branches. It sent out its boughs to the sea, its shoots as far as the river. Get the image that this vineyard, is Israel, is taking root and is growing beautifully. But by the time Jesus comes along, it's a very different story. And as the people come to say, by what authority do you do this? And Jesus says, well, I'm not going to tell you by what authority I do this, but let me tell you a story about a man who planted a vineyard, rented it out to some farmers, and when it was time, he came back, or sent his servants to get some of the produce, and the farmers beat them, mistreated them, and killed them. And so then this owner sent his son, saying they will respect him. But they didn't. They said to themselves, come, let's kill him, and then the inheritance will be ours. They knew that Jesus was talking about them. You see, the vineyard is a representation of God's people. And so, are you in the vineyard? Are you a part of God's family? Or are you keeping yourself to yourself? Have you been cut out? Have you kept yourself out of the vineyard? When the door opens for you, take it. When Jesus opens your door, wander in, determined, knowing that you are welcome. Enjoy your day. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and we'll continue in Mark chapter 12 and see some of the questions people began to ask Jesus. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.